They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. First-quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. It was so great. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Whoosh. And now running right through it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. They'll look to set up his blockers. A good return there, 17 yards. And Detroit getting set to go now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Encroachment defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. Oh, now he bowls him over. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 63 yards.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator,
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now running right through it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory. Across the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Good yardage. 1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. But it's the Lions that have the early lead. We're back to the Motor City after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from him, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And Detroit getting set to go now. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now. 3rd. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good...
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen,
and now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill got it on cruise control.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those...
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got good production.
Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. Who has time for a halftime show? They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Detroit. 59 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. There'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. taking it in. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 20. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
Missed.
He will not go down. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth. You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Room to run again. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Simeon. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's taken down, but not before he gets... This into enemy territory across the 40. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, fighting off the defender, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a handoff here to his running back. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Going to give this time to the tailback. Shifts by him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell the police that I'm begging, I want all my 50s in cash. Tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. Smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectre deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo. What you mean? Woo. And now I'm just a so what you mean? Woo. Hold up. Whoa. What you mean? Woo. Hold up now. Don't know what you think, compare me to. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. You tell the police that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, if she gon' call her friends up and brag up, we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips.
All right, get moving, man. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! All right, here we go. Green 39!
You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Larry, this 2017 season has given us enough thrills to last a lifetime, and now only one game remains, and it's the one we've all been waiting for, as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to coverage of Super Bowl 52 from 2-year-old U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Boom! Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Detroit! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the...
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. Good footwork at the 30. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 times.
There he goes, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right?
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Four yards remaining now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. high kick, almost a pooch punt. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Lions will take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin as the Lions are in possession. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he will score. Touchdown there. Taking it in. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? When everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll run it now out of the gun. And one more time. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now running right through it. There he goes left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Detroit. A great play there. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 16. Skirts by him at the 35. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Simeon on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. The beautiful fake. And now look at him go. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Lions Lions add on to their lead.
Can't be any more fun than that play for our back. A long running play.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, what a move. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say couldn't have been anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure. That's
just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6.
And now the rookie's free. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, without a doubt, all credit's got to go to the runner. Found his way into the end zone, but the defensive guy.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some space here. Oh, another one. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. A 12-yard touchdown run. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Lions now. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try to keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Here we go now. Blue laser. Blue
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A nice little juke. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 36. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when it's...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 63 yards on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning wide.
It's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't